let me pull you over. Actually, it's this one. Okay, okay. So the Final Fantasy 14 job list. Is this the full one? What was the newest jobs? Reaper. It's not on here. It's not a current one. We don't need. Okay. Okay. So this is good. So oh my god, these are like the old races. Okay, we're gonna do the race list. Is this gonna be races basically? This is basically what it is, right? Okay, so female aura. They're good. I would say they're an A tier. Then you have the Edgelord male aura. It is at best a D tier. Is at best a D tier. We have the female Ellison, which is okay. We'll put her here. No. The Edgelord aura male is a bottom feeder. The male Ellison is also pretty much in the middle. And now we have the Lalafells, which are... The female one is creepy, and the male one is just slightly better. This is an absolute bottom dweller, the female Lalafell. We have the Highlanders. No, we don't know yet. The female one is C. It's pretty much just basic. It's a bit creepy. The male one is, however, better because it is what it is. Hrofgas is furry. Like, you cannot put him anywhere else for F for furry. The female Midlander is just... It's just... You can't put it anywhere but B because it's like the most standard thing ever. It's like the middle of the road everything. Exactly the same as the male one. Obviously, God tier is the cat, and the male one is just no. Can I give an additional row for even worse things? Hold on, we need an additional one. I think I did that wrong. Because there's one where we need that in a moment, don't worry about it. Okay, so we have the female Rogueden, which is just below average, I feel. The male Rogueden is pretty lit though. It's not an A though. They're pretty cool. I'll give them this one. Yeah, then we have the female Viera and the female Viera. This female Viera is an E tier, and this female Viera is an F tier. I think this is about right. Yeah, the E row needs to be deleted. Yeah, I think this is right. I'll send this to Mergers to spite him. We're not simping for cat girls. Everyone knows that the cat girl is the prime race. Like, there's nothing that goes above it. Nothing. Bunny girls are nice? No. All fetish stuff. There is the furry cube, and not the furry cube. On the furry scale, Vieras are furry. Cat girls are not furry. I'm not making these rules. It's just what it is. Right. I'm gonna send this to Mer real quick. Yeah. Admir, you're a furry. There you go. Let's see what other things we have. Ooh, Final Fantasy mounts. Okay, this could be good. How many is there? Oh my fucking god. I think we need to change category for a moment. This is gonna take a while. Okay, hold on. Hey, Luna. Yo. And change this one too. Okay, so let's get started. The Ahriman, which you get from, I think this is just a normal reward from the achievement boy, is pretty lame. Then we have the pony that you get from Ifrit. Add your mood so it's good. No, it's you're just a furry. Mer. We just decided you're a furry, I'm sorry. It's a D tier. Like, this is just a horse that is burning. We have the Behemoth mount, which in theory is really nice, however it looks incredibly derpy in this game. So it's also just a C tier. We have the bomb chair, which is from the Cobalt mounts. That one's actually pretty lit. I'll give it an A. We have the mount from the Sahagin. This one's a bit middle of the road. We have the cat mount, which is a pre-order. No, not pre-order. It's collector's edition A Realm Reborn, but it looks derpy. We have the OG Chocobo, which at least gets an A. I love this wolf. This wolf runs really nicely. That sounds wrong, but it does. Then the Chocobo 2-seater, which is not as cool as the OG Chocobo. Then we have the OG 1.0 Gobwe, which I don't have, because fuck it. Who has a Chocobo called Catfish? Oh, I saw that in the stable. The OG. Yeah, of course you do, because you're a 1.0 player. The way it looks, it's a B tier. Then we have one for the collector's edition for Shadowbringers or Endwalker. I hate this one, that's stupid. I didn't buy the collector's edition because I hated this one so much. Another Goobery. This turtle is awesome because the way it flies it pulls in its legs and it spins really fast. This is a PvP mount. I don't have that one. It's an 8 here. We have the what's it called? Fight Force. It's the mount from Kefka. Easy S tier. Sheep. It's just a fucking sheep. Then we have Aldroid, which is also an easy S tier, almost a flex mount. Amaro is basically the Chocobo version of the first. You did Kefta yesterday? Nice. Well, you should do it on Savage then. This one's a... It's an A. Wait, is this? This is the OG Chocobo then, right? 1.01. Deserves the same as this one. Garbuncle is just a fucking cash mount, whatever. The chair. I feel like it's okay, but it's kind of boring. The Alexander mount, you kind of hang weird from the side. I'm not a fan of this one. Oh, we have it here. This is my ultimate flex mount still. It is the mentor mount. Oh, hey. You can't say these things, Mur. You hurt my feelings. This is an easy S tier, by the way. The highest S tier. I love the black and white Byaku dog. It's also an S tier for me. The upgraded war mount for warrior is an A tier. The upgraded mount for Paladin is only a B tier. The upgraded Dark Knight mount is again an A tier. The upgraded mount for Gunbreaker is at best a B. Okay, this is Beno, which is a cash mount. I don't care about those. The black Chocobo is a boring alternative. They all want me to go back to Hero Mail. I don't know about that. We have the Black Pegasus, which comes from Palace of the Dead, which is okay. I'll give that a B. Edge is a furry? No. Mikotes are not furry. We went over this. This could be Lakshmi or it could be Susano. They look very similar. It's, however, just a beat here. Just another pony. Don't care about this. Weird fetish stuff. Don't need that. Cavalry Drake is pretty cool. We'll give it a B. Oh my god. This is a flex mount. This is the tiger that you get from doing way too many hunts. We would give that an A. Chocobo 2-seater from marrying someone is B. Event mount Ariman is also just the C is pretty boring. I hate the garbuncles. This one is obtained from the Mughal tribe crafting. It's okay. We have the Dark Lanner, I think. This is from Thornton, which is pretty cool. We have Ozma, which is another flex mount, easy S tier. Even Ellie has that one. We have the Rose Lanner, which is from Ravana. I really like the red, so that gets an A tier. The Darmal is just trash, I'm sorry. We got the head from Edda's boyfriend, which is just at best a C tier. We have the Dodo, which is also an easy S tier. We have the egg, which is boring. This is the crafter mount. I'm not a fan of it. The flame Yeti from Eureka gets a B. More ponies. This is the mount from Suzaku, which I actually really like. It goes up here. This is the mount from the Kojin. Not a huge fan of it. Next we have the 7 mount Stormblood. I really don't like this one, honestly. Now come the Gbibba. This one I think is from Titania, which is a B tier. We have the Falcon mount, which is okay, not that great. The Black Chocobo. I wanted to get this one, and it was so bullshit to get it that I couldn't, because it required you to, what was it? It's buy some stuff in the US. Ugh, it's so annoying to get that one. Just for that, I'll rank it down. The Fat Chocobo is an A tier, of course. The Fat Mughal is a B tier. The Fat Cat is an A tier. Fenrir is an S tier. Flame Bird is just a B tier. It's nice when you get it, but honest, oh my god, there's so many. It's not that amazing. This is a PvP mount. It's just a normal horse. It's just slightly better than the other ponies. This one's just a seed, also just seed here. We have the Dragon Ball Z Cloud, which I'll give a E. We have the Sin Eater War Lion, which is pretty lit actually. Then we have the recommendations 300 mount. I like this one, but it's not as cool as the OG. We have a Garo mount. I do like these. Oh, I give it an A. Then we have another PvP airship mount. It's okay. Oh, I like this, boy. Like, it's not that amazing, but the Alexander mount goes here. Another Garo mount, they're okay. I really hate the fucking scree thing. The OG Griffin is pretty lit. More weird horse. This is hard to see, but I think this is the Warrior of Light Gibber. That one is pretty okay. Then we have the Zerhu Doggo, which is just okay. We have the fishing mount. Okay. I would say the fishing mount is pretty cool. Another pony. The whale mount is okay. This is the Innocence mount. I don't like this one at all. The colors don't fit. We have the Trash Can mount, which is an easy 8 here. We have the Ixion mount, which is too big. We have the Yokai mount Couch, which is strange. This is the mount that you get from completing Heaven on High 4 times, all the way to 100, an easy 8 here. Cash Up mount, don't care. We have the Kirin, which is a terrible horse, honestly. We have the race mount from the, what are they called? The little insecty boys that worship Ravana. It's pretty dope. That one gets an A. That one is just strange. I think this is MGP. What, another Chocobo? Which, what? Chocobos are 8 here though. The Vat and the Gnat, that's it. This is the Shinryu mount. I remember doing this. This was like my second or third kill on Shinryu and I rolled a 99 on it. And I just broke down laughing. Easy 8 here. Another PvP mount. I don't like the red version though. Okay, so this is another PvP mount. This one is pretty dope though, if you have it. Same with the red one. This is the, what's the name? Tsukiyomi one. The colors make it amazing. Flying bed is a flying bed. Flying carpet, however, and as much as I like the idea behind it, is just B. Okay, OG Magitech Reaper. 8 here, easy. Okay, more PvP mounts. The monkeys are B tier. They're okay. Nothing great. War Seed is also B. Another one here. The Magitech Hand is way too easy to get this one, but the idea behind it is pretty cool. That's the War Machine from Alamigo. It looks outdated. Gets a B. That is another PvP mount you can get with normal resources. Let's put it on B. I hate this one. It's also a PvP mount. We have the Mana Clipper, which is decent. We have the Mana Garm, which it's horrible. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. This thing is about a 10th the size of what it should be. It is horrendous looking. White elephant is a white elephant. Pony is pony. Still don't like this one. Making progress. Okay. Let's see, that one is maybe a B tier at best. I'm not really a fan of them. Midgar Somar is pretty lame. We have the Racial Namazu mounts, which I'll give a B. It's pretty lit. Omega is an easy S tier. The Morbul is an easy S tier, like here. The Panda is a fucking panda. We have the Cash Shop Wheelies, which I guess are okay. I have seen some of these. Another, this is Nightmare, I think. Fat Bird goes on B. More of these mounts that no one can get anymore, I think. Hello Drake, hope you're doing good. We have another fat Chocobo. This was the mentor one, by the way, I think. No, it's not the mentor one, it's the recommendation one, sorry. Since it's a joke, it's gonna go up here. The normal Pegasus is B tier, it's pretty okay, but not amazing. The pig. The pig is a C tier, I hate it. This is another chair mount. Where did I put the other ones? Yeah, that goes with them. Pterodactyl is easy S tier. Super flex. If you have that, you can flex like hell. This is the last mount from the PvP thing. Also mega flex. This is a fetish mount. It's Ramu as a horse. We don't like that. Ruffalo is also easy S tier. The Red Baron is just a reskin. Don't like it. The Final Fantasy 15 car is okay. It's really not that great. This is the Susano mount. The Susano mount is okay, but it's not great like the other wolves. We have the tank, which is an easy A tier. This is the Zervan one, I believe. The Zervan one gets only a B because the color's not as nice as the Rose Lana. This should be... Oh my god, is this Sephiroth or Thornton? It's so hard to tell from just these minor differences. It's, regardless, it's a B. Garbuncle gets into D. This is... it's so hard to tell. This is Ruby Gwibber. Ruby Gwibber gets an A. Okay, this is the MGP 2 million mount, which is another easy flex mount. It's not a real flex. I'll give it an A. PvP Balls goes into B. The Sanuvana is pretty terrible, honestly. The bike from Final Fantasy VII is a B at best. Horse is Horse. This should be the Hades Quibber. Hades Quibber goes to B. Okay, we have the Eden 4-man, which is an A. This is the horse from Odin. No, I don't own all of these. I own a lot of them, but not all. This, which one is this? This could be the Sophia mount, the way it glows. Sophia one is okay at best. This one's terrible and I hate it. This one's even terrible and I hate it. This is just a horse. We have the Eureka one, which is... it's a B tier. Another DBZ Cloud, which gets an A. We have the Hydra one, or Cypher, or Citra, or something like that, which came with Stormblood. It's okay. This one is just another horse. This one is a Mega Flex mount. The White Griffin is cool, but it's not as cool as the normal Griffin, so it goes into B. This is a Recruiter Friend one, which gets an A. Typhoon is B. It's okay. Rex is also a B tier. Monkey is an A tier, of course. This is just a pony. The OG Warbear. It's B. It's B. The OG Warlion is C. This one is a B. This, the way it looks, could be Sephiroth. It's so hard to discern these things by just the color. Yeah. No, actually, that's not. That's fine. The Gunbreaker mount. I guess it can go up. I never liked the lion. He's a horrible. I do like the white one, even though this is a cash shop mount. This is the Bismarck one, which is a B tier. Room is terrible. I like the Viran. The Viran likes this is very nice. Another stupid pony. The bird from Azam Steppe is a B tier. This is this the zoo or the Benu? Regardless, they're pretty lame. I don't like this one, and this one is pretty lit. Right. No, that's... Yeah, I think this is about right. Jesus. Let's see if we can find one more, and then we go back to the game. Oh, we could do this one and get people really angry. Is that the one that you open hand? They only show like the what? The bottom of some of those? What? Final Fantasy expansion. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, they're missing a lot. Like that this one's already in C. Okay, let me see. Is there an updated one? Oops. Again. Oh, that didn't happen at all. Oh, this one has Endwalker in the picture. Okay. Yeah. All right. I think we start in chronological order. I think A Realm Reborn, and I'll rate it on when it was out, not right now, because if you rate it right now, A Realm Reborn is a D tier, because it's, looking back, it's terrible. But when it was released, when I started playing it, it was an A. A Realm Reborn was fun to play. It had many problems, but it did so many things right that so many people gave it another chance. No, fuck off, man. If you look at it right now, it's an easy D tier because it's terrible, it's outdated, and everything's wrong with it. But if you look at it, what it is now, I'll say, well, what it was then, I say 2.0 would be a C. I don't see, that's the problem. I didn't play 1.0, so I can't rate it on that. Okay, next we have Heavensward, which in my opinion stepped it up. Did it step it up to an S? I feel like it did. I feel like Heavensward was where a lot of the game peaked for me. I think Heavensward peaked for me. Like, this is what I really enjoy the most. And now we start with Stormblood. Stormblood, when it was released, had a lot of problems. One of them starts with an Z and ends with Enos. Because of that, I don't think I can honestly give it more than a B. And now we're coming into the territory where people will disagree vehemently, because I believe that Shadowbringers adds literally nothing to the entire story. Yes, it's like, oh, Heidelin, oh, Zodiac, and oh, some lore. But all of that could have been done on the source. There was no reason to add like 5 million characters that are now all useless because we will never return to them. There was no reason for this fucking slop fest, for the fucking Crystal Exarch, which is just like the Warrior of Light's biggest fanboy. All of that. They recycled almost the entire music. They recycled all of the bosses in the raid. Even the trial bosses are borrowed from mostly other games. I feel Shadowbringers is fucking trash. And I will die on this hill. And I think while Endwalker didn't necessarily manage to win an S tier, I feel like it's on A right now. I feel like that's the truth for me. I mean, you can, maybe I'll agree on a Realm Reborn being a B, but this is my tier list, yeah. It doesn't help that I hate Graha Tier as a character so much. Like, his entire personality is like, ooh, Warrior of Light, ooh, Warrior of Light. It's like, oh. And it frustrates me to no end, because they added him to the new 24-man raid. And the thing is, if you're added to an optional side quest, it makes you immortal. Because this side quest is outside of time. This means that he stays, that he cannot be killed now. Because if he was to be killed, you could not do this quest because he's in it. And I hated that moment. You know what? You're right. Because my problem that I have with a new story is they act like this is going to be a new story, but they busted all of their zones already. So for the next 1.5 years, we will have 0 new zones, except for adventure maps, perhaps, like Bosnia and Eureka. So you're telling me we're going on a new adventure, but we have 0 zones left, which means one thing. We're just gonna be re-exploring the stuff that we have. And since we brought back all of the goddamn science already, we're also bringing back all the old stuff. What is new? We're gonna have a new bad boy? Maybe. You hate me, Karo? Don't hate the truth. Is there a job one? Okay. Does this have everything? It probably doesn't. What was the newest ones? Reaper. Is there a Reaper in here? Is there a Reaper? Shadowbringers. If I type Endwalker. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, I hate astrology. Like, I mained Astrologian and Heavensward. And Astrologians ever since, I hated it. I hated it. The fucking card system is so tagged on. It makes, it just frustrates the shit out of me. I hate Astrologians. They can be good, but I hate them. I hate them so much. We have the Bard, which is just middle of the road. It's just like whatever. Like if you want a basic class, play Bard. It's not cool, it's not lame. You shoot arrows, you sing. Okay. Black Mage is an A tier, big explosions we love. Blue Mage, easy S tier. Peaking the game probably. Like there's probably not much better than a Blue Mage in this game. The freedom and the attacks and everything is amazing. Dancer again. If you don't want to play a cool job, play Dancer. It's not lame. Dark Knight is like the stepchild of all the tanks. Always gets the least love. They got a little bit of love now with their invulnerability changed. Is also just a B tier. Dragoon, A tier. Dragoons are pretty awesome. The jump attacks are lit as fuck. Then we have the Gunbreaker, which is also an A tier. Gunbreaker just feels awesome to play. We have the Machinist, which is a Bard, just cooler. Because you have a gun and a fucking robot. We have the Monk, which decided he didn't need weapons. That's a C tier. We have the Ninja, which is basically a weep. But it's pretty cool still, so we'll give it a B. It's technically a A, but it gets -1 because it's a weep. Paladin is an easy S tier. Because Paladins are fucking awesome. The Reaper is also an A tier, pretty lit. Red Mage, God, Red Mage, you found Dark Knight quite boring. It is boring. But it's still, it looks good while doing it. Oh, Drake. So Red Mage, there's two sides to this. In adventure maps like Bosnia, easy S tier. In normal content, a B. That's why we'll settle on the A. Sage is just weird to me. It feels unnecessary button mashy. Like, why do you need a button that changes your heals? Why? Like, I can't wrap my head around it. So, White Mage has two basic AoEs heals. It's Medica 1, which heals you, and it's Medica 2, which gives you a regen. Astrologian has only one AoE, and it heals you. If you use another button first, then it becomes an AoE shield. The question is, why? Why do you need that extra button? Every other healer has two buttons. You have, as a Sage, a basic attack, and if you shuffle it with the extra button, it becomes a dot. Every other healer has two buttons for this. Why does Sage need this weird gimmick? I don't know. Samurai has the same problem as Ninja. It's cool, but it's weeby. Scholar is the prime healer. I'll die on this hill. Scholar is the best healer. If you like a butchered class, play Summoner. Warrior is brain dead. We don't like it. And if you want the most basic ass healer, here you go, White Mage. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is about right. You like Warrior? It's so brain dead, Mar. Like, you can't, it just has one combo basically. Well, it has two. You're allowed to rotate it every 30 seconds. Well, there's your problem. What else is there? A Spandu tier list? Oof. Endwalker characters? Spoilers? Who the fuck's that? What? I don't know who that one is. What did I do wrong? Tell me, Carter, what did I do wrong? Explain it to me in easy words so even I can understand it. Your ego died. I feel like this is accurate. Now it is. No. Meteon is easy S tier. Easy S tier. Easy S tier. You want to know why? Meteon is easy S tier. Easy. I have a fucking plushie of her. Easy S tier. Ego made that one, by the way. Oh yeah, it was bald at one point. Easy S tier. Easy S tier. Ego is very talented, that's true. You may sit here for now. So the problem with Graha trying to be my friend is Graha is a simp and Meteon is real. Like she tries to be your friend at the start because of being pure-hearted. She just gets a little bit sidetracked later on, however. When she tries to destroy the universe. Graha is just no. If I wasn't too lazy, I'd make an F tier to put him down there. These two should be both in F. And this one's also overhyped. Right. Now it will be pissed off everyone. Let's go back to Subnautica. Or actually, let's see. Is there one more that we can anger people with? Who lives or dies? Oh, I like this one. I feel like this one's a bit easy. Yeah, nah. Just get rid of them. Ellie likes her. No, she does. Yeah, I feel like this is... No, you may live, you may suffer. No, this is not who dies, this is who I want to die. This is accurate. Yes, I didn't want to say it like that, Mara. Okay, what else do we have? Endwalker MSQ dungeons. There's like none in there. Yeah, what the fuck? Is there one with dungeons? Oops. Endwalker Trials? Okay. Is this all trials? It's all trials. Okay. Bismarck is pretty much... The idea behind it is cool, but it doesn't work. Suzaku, easy S tier. Suzaku is probably one of my favorite fights in the game. Memoria is a cool rematch. It's not actually a rematch, but it is a cool fight. That doesn't really happen. This should be Zervan. I don't know why it's not the colored version of the picture. Zervan is pretty much down the road. It's pretty much skip Sora disband. We have the Mughals, which is a really goofy fight that actually has a lot of thought into it. The Nidhogg fight is very iconic and needs an A tier. We have the Gilgamesh fight. This is, I don't know which version it is. I'm not a huge fan of the Gilgamesh stuff. Innocence is pretty cool when you do it the first time. That would be. Lakshmi is pretty lame. Lakshmi is lame. Hades, if you do it the first time, it is cool. It is cool. Titan is very iconic, however also very boring, honestly. The Jojimbo trial, which is okay. I'll give it a B tier. This is the Shinryu trial. I think, is this Shinryu? This should be Shinryu, right? The Shinryu trial is an easy S tier as well. Awesome fight. This is Battle of the Keep. Oh! They've done normal and extreme. Hold on. The normal version of Zervan is a D tier. The X version of Lakshmi is an E tier. It's absolutely boring. The normal one is better. The extreme is just boring. The X version of Ifrit is really challenging. But it's also pretty boring because it was still a Realm Reborn. The normal version of Shiva is basically just a cutscene. There's nothing going on there. The fight of Ravana in normal, I think, is pretty cool. You have to capture the sword and stuff like that. Sephiroth, I think this is extreme, is an easy A tier. The extreme version of Sephiroth is just badass. If you did that one on eye level, you deserve praise. We have the normal version of Byakuya, which is pretty cool. It has the flying phase and everything. But if you do that over and over, it becomes a bit lame. So we're not gonna... I think an A tier is about right. The Garuda Extreme version is pretty okay, but it suffers from the same problem as the other Realm Reborn trials. It never really takes off. Normal version of Ruby Weapon gets only a B tier. It's fine. It does what it's supposed to. This is the normal version. This is the extreme version. The normal version of Sophia is pretty tame. There's really not much going on in it. It gets this one. The normal version of Rathalos Hunt is a B. It's okay. It does its job. The extreme version of Shiva is definitely cooler than the normal one. It depends. It depends. There's normal extreme so many trials. Yeah, they should have just put it together. But it is what it is. Ravana normal. You have the swords. You have so much going on in Ravana normal. The cutscene is, well, the cutscene, the ultimate is pretty cool. It's the first time, no, it's the second time Shiva had something similar. Ravana as a character is, however, pretty cool. I like Ravana with the swords. He's a big ass fucking insect. We'll give him an A. You know what? Well, we'll just... There's too many trials, otherwise you're right. We'll just focus on the one with the colored image. And those that don't have one. Okay. I'll base it on a combined idea between the two. Okay, Titan, Extreme, and Normal. He's very iconic, and the Extreme version was very challenging. However, back then we had really bad ping in the EU, which caused us a lot of pain. Actually, I still had him up there. That's actually correct. A C tier. Ruby Weapon. In Extreme, it's really hard because of a lot of the mechanics that happen fast and require personal positions. The second phase is really cool. I feel like Ruby Weapon is an A tier. Yeah, Ruby Weapon is an A tier. The next one, we only go for colored. We have Ravana up there. We have Biakra up there. Zervan. Zervan is just... Zervan could have been more, especially after a fight like Sephiroth. I really hope that Zervan was more. Zervan was just very tame. His music was a bit boring. I like that he had voice lines, but that doesn't really save him much. I feel like he is a C tier. Odin. The idea behind Odin is really cool, and it's actually a quite challenging fight for newer players because while he's not labeled in Extreme Trial, he very much is one in terms of raw damage. His mechanics are really lame, and there's really nothing other than avoid the thing and kill the lances. But he is... I'd say he's a B. Because of how iconic it is. Hydra is just F. It shouldn't be a trial. It's just is what it is. Then we have the Typhoon and what was his name? The Squid Boy. I forgot. The fight is called Dragon's Neck. Back then, really fun fight, and you actually had to do the mechanics. Now it doesn't even push you off anymore. I don't really qualify this as a fucking trial. This is just... No, how would I do that? I would have to redo the thing, and I'm not doing that. Leviathan. Leviathan is also just a pretty straightforward fight. There's not much happening that you don't understand right away. The main problem was that he would slam the boat and you fall down. But even now, I think you can be rest. So back then you were just out of the fight. Now you can be rest. Yeah, the other things in the main scenario are also pretty lit now. I feel like it suffers from the Realm Reborn problem that they couldn't really fulfill their potential because they hadn't got the idea yet. Okay, we have... Did I forget? Titania. Titania is lit. Like, she taunts you throughout the fight, but in not like a menacing way, but like in a creepy, insane woman way. Her attacks are okay. She has a cool ad phase. I feel like Titania deserves the A. We have Nidhogg here. Nidhogg, just for being so iconic, we already have him up there. Yeah, is an easy A tier. Zeryu has the same problem that Zervan has. He comes after fights that were much cooler than him, which makes it just drop down. He comes right after Suzaku, which is an easy S tier for me, and it felt like such a difference between those that I'll give him a B at best. Right. Which one's this? This is... I forgot the name. This is where you fight the single Asian and then have the time stop. and every single player does the time stop wrong. You're meant to run away from the thing that sucks you in, because the moment you're sucked in, all of your timers that you currently have on are multiplied by 10, 20, or 30 in duration. And before you're sucked in, he throws a heavy dot on you. Now, if you run all the way to the side and get sucked in as late as possible, the dot will fall off. However, everyone just runs in, keeps the dot, and takes unnecessary damage. It's okay. It's the way it's built, it makes it feel like a trap for new players, honestly. They either believe, okay, it's time to spend the LB, then they don't have it in the ad phase, or they try to stand in the towers, and then they die because they're only meant for tanks. This is just a giant trap for new players, honestly. And I don't like the fight. It's boring. There's really not much cool stuff in it. Thornton. Thornton is based on the Final Fantasy VII summon Knights of the Round. He is using the same ultimate as it, and it is a very, very fun fight. It is a very challenging fight on Extreme, back then, not now. And I feel like Thornton is really, really cool. I don't think he deserves an S, but he deserves an A tier at least. This one, Cape Westwind, used to be a meme. I don't know what it is right now. Back then it was an F. Easy. Ultima Weapon. Ultima Weapon as an idea is really, really cool, and I base it on the old one. It's really, really lame because it just doesn't do anything. It didn't. The new one is pretty cool though. Yeah, the rework made this one a B tier, I feel, which is good for a Realm Reborn. It's hard to do Cape Westwind. You would have to replay main scenario with the thing, right? Sophia. Sophia has a few mechanics that were really fun in Extreme. Like when she just yeets you across the board and you have to make sure you don't fall down. You have to balance light and dark. She summons the ads. You have to remember where which AoE comes from. And I feel she is a high B or a low A. She doesn't compare to Titania. I think she's a high B tier. That's true. Susano is okay. It's there. You catch the sword. I think I had a Susano up before. Yeah, I have. That's fine. I'll leave it down. Try Steps of Fate, which is a giant Monster Hunter defense game. No one does it right anymore. Everyone just fucks around and still dies because it was nerfed 4 times because people complained about it. Is at best a D tier. Warrior of Light. Warrior of Light is absolutely fucking lit. The music kicks ass. It is a fucking wet dream for me. Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi has the dream phase, which is really nice. Her mechanics balance around light and dark. She goes into a bit of a frenzy near the end with her swords coming out. An easy A tier. Bismarck we already rated. Ramu is just... Ramu's Ramu. Like, there's nothing in that fight. Okay, we have the Emerald Weapon. The Emerald Weapon is cool, but it's not Ruby Weapon cool. The immunity and you're done. Oh yeah, you don't even need the immunity in a normal one. Sephiroth we already rated. Lalafells, do I still have it up there? No, Lalafells is an easy A tier. An S tier even. Oh. The extreme is an S and the normal is an A, so it's debatable. The extreme version with 4 players and 3 lives is really, really good. If you're good enough to do it. Okay, Sephiroth we have up there, I believe. Yeah. We rated. Shiva is also up there, yeah. Cloud deck. The diamond weapon. The diamond weapon... Hold on, let me put it here. The diamond weapon is a huge misstep. And once again, the final trial being a letdown. While the ruby weapon was based on nail and the emerald weapon was based on Gaius, the only thing they could have based the diamond weapon would have been Xenos. Instead, they gave it an Ifrit mini-phase. I hate it. That's trash. So much fucking potential, and they just yeet it. Ramu? Yeah, but Ramu, what does Ramu do? Ramu sits there and just casts on the main tank and does an AoE every now and then. As a fight, there's really nothing in Ramu. And the extreme version is so difficult that probably 5% of the player base did it on eye level. Like, I don't know. I feel like Ramu needed a bit more. He suffers from the Realm Reborn problem, I think, where they tried to give it cool things, but they didn't have these ideas yet that we have. Endsinger is lit. The first phase is pretty cool. The second phase is very, very empty in terms of mechanics because it's just meant as a giant cutscene, I think. The intermission between the first and the second phase is pretty cool. It gets a bit more cringe if you do it over and over, however. Okay, which one is this? Which one is this? What? Which one is this? Oh, wait, I think... Yeah, okay. I know. This is the Z-Boy. The Z-Boy is okay. Some of his mechanics are really fun. Also, I feel like he was used way too early and thrown away in terms of story. That's why I can only give him a B. The H fight is an A tier. I really like it. The light waves are fun. Yeah, and I think that's it. And you can clearly see, like, in terms of progress, that a lot of our Realm Reborn has more boring stuff than the stuff that comes after, which means that you can see a progress line, which is always good in these games. Right. Okay. But now I'm going to be going back to my